Hello everyone. Right, this is a follow-on from my last video, and this is about an attack that I had with a negative entity. The last lesson I learnt before the attack was that I don't need to hurt it, just frighten it really, and it will run away. You probably, depending if it's spirit or high density entity, all you need to do is frighten it or show it that you it doesn't frighten you. I guess that is the lesson. Show it that it doesn't have power over you. Okay, so anyway, the attack, how it happened, I just finished, it was the end of the working week, went to bed, was feeling a bit ill, woke up at 3 a.m, just got up, been doing that a lot lately, went to the toilet, went back to bed, started going to sleep. I heard a growl in my head, clear audio, never really got a lot of that, it's more just thoughts, so I am learning, so that was new, and I thought wow. It was the growl, and if they were words, they weren't in English, I don't think, so it was a growl talk. But I didn't understand it. But it was a growl and a growl talk, I guess. And then, so I went back to sleep. Anyway, I got woken up, my iPad got thrown on my chest. This is in the physical world. iPad got thrown on my chest, I got dragged down the bed. I didn't get dragged a lot, I was still on the bed under the covers, and this dark mist come up. It was a dark night. I don't really know how that worked, but I could see a dark mist and the room looked more lighted, I guess. And this mist come up, and then it appeared to be I'm trying to do this psychic stuff. It's not really clear for me just yet. It will be. I'm getting a lot clearer. I'm starting to see colour now. But whenever I call in Archangel Michael, he's muscular, broad shoulders. I don't even see any facial features. It's just like a dark silhouette. So he's got his head, his arms, his torso. That's all I see. He's normally pretty big. His shoulders are he's always above. His shoulders are always above me, like he's always taller. So I'm standing upright. His shoulders would be at the ceiling, sort of thing. So it's always above. Anyway, so this dark entity come up as a mist, and then he was Dark Angel Michael. So he was showing me that, trying to show me that he was Archangel Michael all along. Trying to confuse me, and I just thought bullshit. And then he decloaked himself, like it was like a robe or a hoodie. But it was a big one, so it was like a big cloak thing he shoved off with a hood. And then it was cartoonish. It was like a Batman figure with the ears of, like the Batman suit. This entity. Now, look, I'm guessing I saw that through my third eye. That's why he could do this to me now. So I'm guessing the missed part, the iPad, me being dragged, and then I was physically paralysed everywhere. I guess I could struggle out of it, but it hurt. Not hurt bad, but I knew if I really forced myself I could get out, but I was pinned down. I was paralysed. And I didn't try too hard to get out of the paralysed position either. Like, it felt silly to attack a being that isn't physical with my physical body. That was... it sounds stupid, and that's what I was thinking. So I didn't really try and get out of that. Anyway, and then I think from my third eye I saw it as Archangel Michael turned into like a Batman silhouette. And anyway, I decided to shoot white light from my heart chakra to it, which made it laugh. I did see that happen also, so I'm guessing all this was that part I was seeing through my third eye. He laughed and tried to make me feel like I had no power over him. I was helpless. He was trying to frighten me. There's a lot going on. Anyway, I grew up with bows and arrows, so I imagined a bow. I tried to move my arms. I was still paralysed. So then I just closed my eye trying to imagine an arrow. When I closed my eyes, my third eye had a cut. I wouldn't say, it was like a 3D computer image of an elf with a bow, pointed with the arrow, bow and arrow, with the arrow pointed right at me. And closed my eyes, and there it was. I opened my eyes, he was there. Closed my eyes, back at this other thing, back at the arrow. So anyway, shut my eyes, imagined this arrow, opened my eyes, shot it at him, and I saw it sort of hit, do nothing, closed my eyes, elf shot, it hit, didn't even feel it hit, it was like nothing, and just bounced around like it hit on the air, do no damage on the computer program, and just bounced away. It did nothing. That just made him laugh and laugh. I saw a mouth with a cartoonish mouth, a big tongue. Like it was more of a visual thing that he gave me. Just a big smiling, wholeheartedly laughing at me. I had no power over him. None of this was doing anything. So I thought, bugger you, called in Archangel Michael. He appeared very, the whole broad-shouldered muscular. So that entity was at the end of my bed. Archangel Michael was to my side, and I called in white light to be on this entity, and I sent it love. Now, that from what I've been learning, that's what you need to do with entities. Love is a very high vibration thought, which they can't stand. So, I did that. I didn't detect the entity anymore. I was just concentrating on Archangel Michael. And then I called on God. I asked God for protection, white light. Now, I want to add something. When I called in Archangel Michael, I felt like I was an infant, a small child, and he was a fatherly presence. And I was a child, fatherly, unconditional love to a child. and he come really close to me. Now, I'd put it this way, yeah, he was right there next to me. He was just there comforting, wasn't really touching me or anything, just there for my support. And then sort of God was around, you could say. God is from my vision, just a mist, a light fog. Yeah. So anyway, first vision I got a few visions, and I visioned that, just for reference, for size or whatever, just say I'm Archangel Michael, and this is the bed that I was in, and it was like this size, and I was in the bed, and I got a vision from my vision getting from here, and I was taken away a few blocks. My view of the experience, everything was black, like in a big void. That's kind of like how I like it, because I can make other things that happen in the void clear. I mean, I choose that void a lot of the time. Anyway, so my bed was here. Now, I'm just showing the size thing, because my bed was here. Archangel Michael was huge. I mean, skyscraper, huge. And my bed was just like that, say that size, so bigger than a skyscraper maybe, I don't know. So my view was taken away, and I saw him, and then Archangel Michael gave me a vision of he just flicking that entity, just like that. And I was like, that's all I need to do, but why bother? Like, my presence has scared him away anyway. I don't need to flick him. And then I sort of come back to the bed, and then I got another vision being pulled away again. Not pulled, I'm not dragged away, just I knew I was there, and I got the vision as well. And Archangel Michael, he's on his elbow, resting, relaxing, being with me, and I was in the bed, and this tiny bed, and the view away. And then in the second vision, well, everything was still the same. God was there. The entity, it was still around. It was like a little dark cloud with lightning going through it. I couldn't hear any lightning. It was just a long way away, I'm guessing by all the distances. But it was there. And then God, he came closer. This mist was huge. I was only just seeing the edge of the mist, I guess. This mist come down. And God pulled me out of my body, and he was telling me, well, this is what I see. And I was this huge golden entity, translucent golden, and I was huge. I was absolutely huge. Like, my torso would be the size of a block of unit, like several ones high. That was just my torso area. And like, I wasn't as big as Archangel Michael. I looked like still a child compared to his size, but I was huge. And God was just showing me, like, you don't need to battle this entity. You're powerful. This is what, this is what we see. So it was a very powerful, empowering vision. Anyway, and then when I was still there, I just imagined shielding myself with a Merkaba. Not maybe I'm not saying that right, but just a shield. Shield around the house. Also imagined. I learnt then to make a meditation, and I was having trouble grounding for a long time, but then I knew to make a meditation where I meditated to ground permanently, but you kind of do that every day, but you ground permanently. When I ground, when I connect my root chakra to the center of the earth, I get a shiver every time. Now when I do it, I only get a little shiver because I feel like I'm already connected, and I do that again when I meditate, but I feel like I'm more connected all the time. And Mother Gaia I used to feel her in pain a lot, so I kind of go down there, ask for help with grounding, but I give her a hug. So I'm probably a lot different to other people. So I guess what they can do from that is they like to pretend to be someone else, to make anything that will make you think that they have power. So he's pretending to be Archangel Michael. He wanted to make me feel powerless and paralysed against it, that I couldn't do nothing. He wanted to show me he could do physical things, and that these physical things that he could do made me think like, so he only did them to frighten me. It was actually quite gentle. The iPad landing on my chest and him pulling me down the bed was quite gentle. So he never intended to hurt me. It was to frighten me. We all have soul contracts, and I don't think it's in my soul contract to be hurt by a negative entity. And I mean, from what I'm learning, we're all a little droplet in a fog of God. That's our soul. So we are God. We're just having a lot of experience, and we're learning. So this, you could say, this universe was created for us. So my higher self, when they decide me to go here, there was things that I wanted to happen here, and that's all got to be followed. So, I mean, if I was supposed to die young, there's nothing really I can do. If it's in my soul contract, it would happen. But these negative entities kind of have to follow in with that too. If you want to be tested, heavily tested with negative entities, I mean, that can happen. I mean, it can still happen to some people, but yeah, it seemed like to me it wasn't meant to happen, that this negative entity he could do physical things, so why couldn't he just set my house on fire? So, the thing is, he was quite gentle. He never wanted to actually hurt me. Maybe he didn't want to provoke me to make me attack him more. Maybe it was just me to feel powerless was the whole thing. So the lessons that I learnt from that, so going from my other video, so this is lesson 4. God showed me that I am powerful. that I don't need to worry about this entity. Lesson 5, you can shield yourself. And lesson 6, now lesson 6 is they wanted to frighten me. Now, why would they want to frighten me? Now, I just watched a video by Teal Swan again. She's got a lot of good stuff. And she called it the negativity cure. And what she describes is your brain is your interface to the physical world. You know, it's what your soul, and it's a very efficient computer. So you learn to tie your shoelace, and you have to concentrate on it a lot and practice a lot. But after a while, your brain just goes, okay, I know this, I'll take that on. It moves into your subconscious, and you can tie your shoelace automatically. It's a lot of things are like that. Driving a car, it's all automatic after a while. Most things are. So it's only the new things, only the new things you're learning, really. So if they frighten you, if you're hurt, emotionally hurt, so I had a breakup, so emotionally hurt or physically hurt, your brain goes into, she called it survival mode. Now your brain will constantly go on the lookout for negative things, because it's your brain is designed to run in this reality. So your brain will constantly look for these negative things, and if it's constantly looking for these negative things, it's going to lower, you're going to keep finding negative things, and it's going to it's going to lower your vibration in a spiral. So basically, if it frightened me, I'd be always on the lookout for it. I'd be scared all the time. I'd be lower. I'd go on a staircase down to misery, and my vibration would come back down to it, where it could attach better, maybe. Yeah. So the frighten me is purely, from what I understand, to lower your vibration. And I've been doing this psychic stuff, eating a lot healthier, doing things that make me a lot happier. So I've been raising my vibration a lot. So it was just an attempt to frighten me. 2 nights on, after the attack, I sensed, I don't think it's near me now. I feel like it's still trying to annoy me or ascend to me. So after the first attack, I just want to add in here that after all that happened, the next couple of days that I could do my trading, wasn't blocked. I didn't feel the need you know, for to get up and do things when I'm doing my trading. I could just sit there and do it. Yeah, things things just went a lot easier. I wasn't pushed as hard to eat all the time. Also, the light from God seemed easier for me to perceive. I've just noticed little things. Everything was a lot better. And okay, going on to I don't feel like it's close to me, as close to me. I feel like it's around, but not that close to me now. Anyway, I went to go to bed first night. So this main attack happened on Friday night, and then on Sunday night I was just about to go to bed. And I got a premonition. So there's my bed, and he was in it. Now the premonition was just a very quick thing. The vision that God and Archangel Michael gave me was a very prolonged vision. This entity gave me real quick visions. One was he was in my bed on the other side, inviting me in, which was quite disgusting. It was like, come in and play, which is, you know, designed to annoy me or offend me, something like that, but it kind of did. And then it did the thing where the mist, I was paralysed and the mist was coming over my bed again. I got that, a rerun of that, and then it was pretty much thought, okay, you can try these things that are annoying me. Every time you do, I feel stronger. So what I do is I send it love and light. Thank it for the lessons that I've learnt. Thank it for the lessons of empowering me, or what lesson I learnt. I sort of thank it for that. I send it love and thank it for the experience that I got for that. And then the vision of it being in my bed, well, it was the first night on my own. It was just another scare tactic, and I'm not frightened of it. So I just wanted to add all that. Everything seems a lot better. I still think it's around. I don't think it's close to me anymore, but I feel really empowered now after all that, and I mean, negative entities have really been pushing me hard, and now I feel really empowered. That they pushed me to do negative things for a long time, but they've never got far with that. So I feel very that I'm used to make me think that I may be evil or nasty for a long time, but now I feel like that even being pushed really hard, I'm still not a bad person, even though they've been there the whole time. So it makes me feel good that I know that makes me feel, even though I've been put in bad situations, I've been pushed to do bad things, I haven't gone all the way and done really bad things. Like, they couldn't make me cross the line. Like, I'm a good person, and I can choose to be good no matter what they do to me. So everything has really empowered me. So so if you have negative entities, send them love and light. Learn your lessons that you need to learn, and thank them for the experience. So anyway, thank you everyone. Thank you. Good night.